Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joe with a Screenwriter's Rant on The Vault. And this is a movie starring one of the guys from Game of Thrones. Remember the Onion Knight? This is Liam Cunningham. I always liked him in Game of Thrones. He was really good in the show. Even when the show started to suffer towards the end, he was still good. This is a heist movie called The Vault. And he recruits this guy. This guy is I forget his name. I guess it's Freddie Highmore. He plays the doctor, right? The guy who's like the autistic whiz kid of a doctor. In this movie, he plays an engineer that gets recruited for the heist because they can't figure out how to get into the vault. And what's in the vault is some dude discovered a Spanish galleon and brought back all the gold. There's like billions in gold, and they put it in a safe. And he has to figure out how to beat the safe. And he's like some kind of whiz kid. The safe's in Spain, and the Spanish army is like next door. So it's a pretty cool setup. It's very European. But I kind of like the setup because there's literally an army next door, and their job is to run across the street if anybody attempts to break into the vault. I don't know if this is based on any kind of real vault, but it sounds cool. And it sounds real because they put it in Spain as opposed to America. In America, like, we're too high tech and too much surveillance. But you can see it kind of happening in Spain, right? You can kind of see it happening. And you could see, you know, a guy like Liam putting together a crew like this because he's European, right? So he's got a bunch of guys, and they've all got various skills, and they don't like the kid who's the engineer for some reason, and they're gonna pull a heist together. So it looks like a fun movie. Here's the vault. The enigma has never been solved. So apparently it's a really old vault. So I think it could be a fun movie. You know, I wouldn't take it too seriously. You know, heist movies, I don't think they're meant to be totally serious. Yeah, here's the Spanish army running across the street. They're having the World Cup game during the heist, and all the cameras are going to be turned away from the bank for some reason that day. I don't know why they would turn the cameras away from the bank just for the game, but there you have it. So they have like 105 hours to break into the vault. So they got all this time. They're going to break in. There they are, I guess, in the vault. The bigger the score, the greater the risk. So it's pretty classic setup. I like these kinds of movies, so I want to like this movie. You know, I like the actor. I like Liam. The kid, he's okay. So it's called The Vault. I don't think they got a date when it's coming out. Let's see. Directed by Jomo Bagario. I'm not sure on that name. Screenplay credits, I think, are partially covered over. I can't really read them. Might be these last four here. 5 or 6, I don't know. There's a bunch of names here. So, yeah, I mean, it looks very watchable to me. And I got kind of a low bar for a heist movie. You know, it's the kind of movie you got to be in the mood for. But, you know, if it's got... A lot of it hinges on the research done by the screenwriter, whether or not it's believable, you know. Like, do I really believe they can get out with all this gold? You know, do they have a sensible plan, or do they have some, like, crazy elaborate plan that makes no sense? I would say the first act, of course, is Liam recruiting the kid, and he doesn't believe him or whatever, and then he eventually talks him into doing it, and for whatever reason. Maybe the kid's broke, or he needs the money, or whatever. So then Act 2 is the planning stage. They plan the heist, and, you know, they don't get along, but he meets the whole team, and they come up with a plan, and it sounds pretty plausible, and so they're planning on execute it. And then, of course, the end of the second act and third act is the heist itself. Pretty simple formula. And then, do they get away? Do some of them die? Is there a big double? There's usually some sort of double cross, right? One of the guys, I'm taking it all for me. You know, And it's not a particularly realistic movie. You have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. But I'm willing to do that for a fun heist movie. So, yeah, because of Liam, I would give it a little more points than I normally would. I would give it more like a 6, 7, 7-ish maybe. Beyond that, it would have to be super smart. It would have to be super smart. I'm not seeing a time. Oh, wait, here it is. March 26th in select theaters, digital, and on demand. Thanks a lot, YouTube, for covering up half the thing. Is there a way I can close this crap? Can't just show me the damn trailer. Anyhow, The Vault, especially if you're big Game of Thrones fans, you like to see the Onion Knight and something cool. I think this could be pretty watchable. Yeah,